Did you know that you are a star seed? So that means that you're so much more worthy than what everyone has been telling you all your life. Beautiful beings. On today's episode, I'm going to be sharing with you in depth knowing your worth and understanding that you are a star seed on planet Earth that we are visiting, that this is not really our home. Stay tuned to the very end because it'll make a lot more sense. What is up, you beautiful beings? Welcome back, Awakened Ones, on another episode on Embracing the Ascension series with yours truly, Brittny Fontanez. On this channel, I speak about spirituality, emotional awareness, esoteric content, all that good cosmic wisdom to simplify your spiritual journey. So, boo-boos, I'm hoping you're doing blissful today. As I am, I'm super calm. Been doing a lot of deep healing, a lot of shadow work, a lot of meditation. But other than that, there's some things I've been learning so in depth about myself that a lot of things are starting to make sense in this life. And this is what I want to educate you on. Not only to expand your minds and activate your heart, but to remember who you are. Now, we're going to jump into knowing your worth. Excuse the background noise, you guys. It snowed here yesterday, so, there's going to be a lot of plowing going on. So excuse the noise. But I want you to understand that you've been taught to forget your worth. And we're going to get in depth of why you were taught to forget your worth. Before we get into that, Awakened Ones, I want to let you know that you are a divine being, a spiritual being living in having a human experience. So the purpose of life is to give life meaning. That's why you hear a lot of spiritual people in the community talk about you are the creator of your life, because it's true. You are the creator of your reality. But I want to remind you who you are as a creator and why this world has become the way that it is to teach us to forget ourselves. But we're all going to get into that. So Awakened Ones, if you enjoy content just like this that assists you on your spiritual journey, you might as well hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification button so you won't miss out on any videos. And lastly, follow me on Instagram as I post daily for your betterment and upliftment so you can walk on your spiritual journey with more enlightenment and unconditional love for who you are, boo-boo. Because that's all we are. We are love. But what's that saying? Self-love is the best love. And that's a fucking fact. But beings, you beautiful beings. So I've been studying a lot of understanding who I am as a starseed. And you might be asking, what is a starseed? There's multiple galaxies within this universe, so there's multitude of starseeds. But a starseed is pretty much understanding that you are just a visitor on this planet from another planet. I know this sounds crazy and esoteric, but this is the whole things that we have forgotten, our truth of who we truly are. We've been taught to only think that we're human, but we're not human, just human. We're more than human. Yes, we are energy too, but what is energy? What is spirit? We're going to get all into that. But you have a lot of people say Arturians, Lyrans, pretty much of the cat society, cat community. And then you got people like me, Pleiadians, and you got a whole bunch more. You can see them in the cosmos at night, and the stars, the patterns, those are starseeds. Those are different galaxies. Understand that stars are galaxies. Hence, we are starseeds because we come from up there and we come down here as visitors. But we have forgotten that we're visitors. And this is what we're going to get into, why we have forgotten our worth and been taught to. So lately I've been studying a lot. This book, I highly suggest this book, especially if you want to understand yourself as a starseed. This is a beautiful book by Barbara McKinnon. Oh my God. You guys, my mind has been freaking blown since reading this book, but I've been understanding a lot about why we are the way that we are and why we know things the way that we do. And now, as a child. I knew I was an indigo child. An indigo child is a child that pretty much knows more beyond the concept of the human perspective. That's what an indigo child is. A starseed is understanding that you are a different element here to bring something new on this planet. Planet Earth was a free planet, a free realm where any other cosmic beings from other universes or cosmos can come in and build their own territory. That's why Earth is a planet where there's so much variety, so much density, and so much high vibration. There's so much multitude of variety, is because it's a free planet. But here's the thing. In the beginning of times, before planet Earth was planet Earth, when they were actually creating Earth, 300,000 years ago, you did have the Pleiadians, which are one of the starseed groups that actually helped build planet Earth. But then you had the Dark Allies. Pretty much the same way where we see angels and demons, light and dark, feminine and masculine. It's the same thing in the cosmos. Like, we have our enemies and yet we have our heroes. It's kind of the same thing up there as well. So there was a great cosmic war back in 300,000 years ago. And the Dark Allies, well, let's just say they decided to rule over their own territory. Knowing that they were working with so many different galaxies, so many different star seeds, communities, these Dark Allies decided to take matters into their own hands, and they disrupted the DNA. How can I say it? They disrupted the DNA strands within human beings so that we can vibrate only on a certain frequency that feeds them, that feeds their realm. And here's the crazy things. The Dark Allies that did take over planet Earth, that did have the intentions of not building a foundation that was going to help us thrive, because we were created to come into this body from different planets to create a magnitude of this beautiful essence to expand the evolution of creation, so we can expand all different cosmos, so we can literally have a galactic experience, not only on Earth, but being connected to everything that makes the universe. But the Dark Allies didn't have that in mind. The same thing with the other groups. So the crazy thing is that this whole process took place is because, well, like even on planet Earth, you got your enemies and you got your heroes. You got the ones that don't have good intentions, that have hidden agendas, and you have ones that have one agenda to help us all thrive. Well, in those times, the Dark Allies decided to mess with the DNA strands because in order for them to survive, they have to feed themselves. And the way they feed themselves is through chaos and fear. And this is why our system, our matrix, pretty much is programmed us to fear and to live in chaos and to not have clarity of our own thoughts and not be able to reach our fullest potential. This is why our society, our foundations was built on a false agenda, meaning that it wasn't here to help us thrive. It was here to help us feed those who are pretty much have the mindset of lack, pretty much have the concept of greed. So that's pretty much all it was. But here's the thing, you guys. Knowing all of this, it's a lot to take in. They built the society so we were meant to forget how powerful we are, forgetting our sovereignty. This is why it's a beautiful time to contemplate and question why life is the way that it is. Why is life the way that it is? Knowing that we have so many biodegradable natural resources to create a multitude of abundance of food, abundance of education, abundance of us to be prosperous as beings on this planet. Why is it that we use other things that don't help us thrive? Why do we have certain phone towers that don't look like phone towers that give off a certain frequency? Why is it that we have the food industry the way that it is? Why is it that we do what we do as a society and believe this is the normal way it is? Why we think killing is okay? Why we thinking love is not okay? Why we thinking pain is the way to go? It's time to fully question why we are the way that we are as a world. And this is where the programs are going to start to be revealed. And the programs are Your parents were taught to forget their worth, to forget their power, to live by the society so we can feed those who have hidden agendas. And then your parents have taught you to forget you because you shine so bright. Because people can see the element of your light. They can see how powerful you are, and they wanted to dim that. That's why you were taught as a child to have all these limiting beliefs, all these dense concepts of yourself. And what I mean by dense, lies. You were told lies. To forget your power, to forget your worth, to forget who you are, which is a creator straight from divine, which is love, straight from love. So how can you remember who you are? Not only as a starseed, but remembering your power. Remembering your power by realizing you can go within in the depths of your heart and understand that the answers are always within. And I actually got confirmations on what we need to do to remember our worth. And right now I pulled 3 cards, which was actually perfect. What's needed is rest and rejuvenation. Why this is so powerful, not only that, the full moon in Leo is coming up tomorrow, so it's beautiful that this card was pulled, is because we're being asked to go within to remember who we are and to trust the fact that when we go in, not only are the answers within, but that's where our creator is. That's where we can really contemplate and ask questions. That's why the spiritual journey a lot of people don't go on, is because it's the truth. You got to start seeing the truth. You got to wake up to the truth from all the lies you've been told, and people are not ready to reveal those programs they're under because they created a false identity around it. But if you're watching this video, that means you're ready to awaken and know your truth. So this is signs saying rest and rejuvenate. Even going out in nature, doing yoga, align your chakras, work with colors. It's time to go within, because that's where you will collectively understand who you truly are. You can't go in the without to seek. You can only go within in order to know. And the second one is, and I love it, it's number 4. Number 4 is all about foundations. It's time to build a new foundation for your individuality, because when you make purpose, when you find your own meaning in life, you'll be able to lead people and be the lighthouse for those who have been stuck in the dark. This is why you need to know your walk, people. And this is a beautiful one. Passion ignited. And this is why it's beautiful that it's full moon in Leo coming up tomorrow, because it's literally the wolf moon with the lion energy. Your passion is being ignited to awaken the truth within you. And the truth is that your individuality is a puzzle piece that's going to create and expand the evolution of not only human beings, but knowing what divinity truly is. We're being asked to awaken the truth within ourselves. And this is where, and this is number 1, new beginning. This is where this one comes out. 5, throat chakra. 5 is new beginnings. Throat chakra is all about speaking your truth, knowing your truth. How are you speaking to the universe? We've been asking for so many blessings for change, but now you have to be a part of the change and ignite yourself, and understanding that if you choose love, you can't live under the paradigm of the matrix. But if you choose fear, you're feeding the matrix. You're feeding those who don't have best intentions for you. So to remember your worth and to remember who you are is by realizing you are light, you are love, you are truth. And no one can take that away from you. Because if you have your own feet to plant your roots for the day, and your own heart to beat, and your own mind to operate, that means you have a right to be here. You have a right to hone in and claim the power God has given you. And you have the right to feel worthy that your existence is just as important as everyone else's. And abundance is your birthright. Your existence, everything that you desire, your creativity, your power is your birthright. Now is your time to claim it, you beautiful starseed. But awakened ones, I hope that message helped. I hope it was deep. I hope it expanded your awareness, awakened you a little more. If you want to know more in depth and understanding yourself, or in the process of healing and awakening, you just don't understand how to work through it through your spirituality, or you just are ascending on your spiritual journey, you guys, I do intuitive healing, I do psychic work, and I do trauma healing as well. So if you want any services or work with me one-on-one, I also do 30-minute donation-based sessions one-on-one, where you pay as you feel, and we'll do a session for 30 minutes just to help you on your journey if you just need someone to talk to. But if you want to do weekly programs, then that all my services will be in the link on my website, will be in my description of this video. So beautiful awakened ones, if you know you're awakening to this journey, if you stumbled on this video, then that means you watched it for a reason. So don't hesitate to reach out. Now is the time to reach out, because your soul is asking for it. But I look forward to speaking to you, awakened ones. Thank you so much for your donations. Thank you so much for being here with me. And thank you so much for choosing to awaken to your power. But other than that, you beautiful beings, I will see you on the next one with bliss and love. I adore all of you star seeds. Namaste.